everyone, Ka2theboss here, and before we get into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because if we have 50 subscribers in the next 2 months, I will do a 1000 Apex coin giveaway, so make sure to not miss on this giveaway, and let's hit 50 subs. Bloodhound was known as the greatest game hunter the Frontier has ever seen. Bloodhound, before she was an Apex contender, her dad died from an explosion in Epicenter, and that's how the Epicenter was made, from the ice explosion. But her uncle adopted her afterwards, and he followed the old ways, which had no part of technology. One day, in her trial to prove herself worthy, she actually found a charge rifle and kind of shot one of the beasts that terrorized her people. And she claimed that she used the old ways to destroy the beast, but her uncle found a way, and her uncle found out that she used technology, and he was dishonored. Later that day, the same beast came to her colony, and she used the charge rifle to destroy the beast, but this followed the new and old ways because she used it wasn't the technology that defended the people, it was her. And so later she joined the Apex games. No one knows why. No one knows her real name. No one knows her age. No one knows where she came from. Now, let's get into her abilities. Bloodhound's passive is called Tracker. So what Tracker does is enemies will leave by footprints or tracks nearby. So let's say if they were looting, running, being shot at, or healing, they'll leave a little marker that will indicate that they were doing that. And this is really good for Bloodhound, because since Bloodhound is an aggressive character, so let's say if they got third-partied and you see, let's say they're healing like 10 seconds ago, you can go follow them. You can lead up with your tactical lead on that in a second, and you can go rush them, and so you can catch them off guard and get those free kills. Also, this is really good for Bloodhound because let's say if they were looting and there's hostiles nearby and you want to go get some free kills and rack up damage, you just follow those footprints and you can get those kills. Bloodhound's tactical is called Eye of the Allfather. So what this does is enemies in 300 unit radius will be scanned and notified for Bloodhound 4 seconds. This is really good because Bloodhound has wall hacks. What is his skill? You don't get banned. That's why Bloodhound's so violent. But anyway, back to the point. This is super good because even her allies will be notified for 4 seconds, and this is why Bloodhound is super good because she's also a team player. And since she's an aggressive character, you can scan, let's say hostiles are running away and tracks are nearby, you can scan in front of you. Let's say they're over there. You can just go run at them. If you have like a sniper, you can start shooting at them. And another benefit of her scan is, let's say if you're in a shotgun battle with someone else and they're trying to like peek and shoot you, like usually most shotgun battles is, you can scan, and as soon as they peek, since you have the 4 seconds of wall hack, if they peek, you shoot at them, you get a free kill. Let's say if you have a massive, just one-shot headshot and 112 damage. So this is why Bloodhound's scan is super good for like peak battles. Now let's get into her ult. It's called Beast the Hunt. So when she uses her ult, she will get a 30% speed increase. Enemies will be highlighted in red, so this is really good. Let's say if you're in a dark area, or if there's smoke nearby, you can just pair it up with Bangalore. So this is why Bangalore is very good with Bloodhound. So when you use your ult, you can just go rush in since you're an aggressive character. You can follow enemies, and also another good thing about her ultimate is that footprints on the floor underneath you will be highlighted in red, so like foot tracks will be in red. So that's really good. So let's say if they're close by nearby and they're running away from you, they can't hide from a Bloodhound, because let's say if they turn on you, you can just follow the footprints and boom, they're right in front of you. And this is why Bangalore pairs super well with Bloodhound, because let's say if you're in a fight, just smoke it out and boom, they can't see anything, and listen, they have a digi threat, and you're kind of in trouble. But if they don't have a digi threat and you know they don't, just smoke it out, Bloodhound ult, and you're good. Just get those free kills. Let's talk about her viability. Is Bloodhound a viable character? Yes. If I had to rank her in her tier list, it would be like a low A tier, because there are some legends that are better than her. I'm not saying that she's a terrible legend or a bad legend. I'm just saying there's other legends that are better than her, such as Raid, Gibby, and Pathfinder. But anyway, Bloodhound is very viable with, let's say, aggressive characters like Octane, Bangalore, Raid, and Pathfinder, because her kit is revolved around being aggressive. Also, a great benefit of her aggressiveness is, like, say if you're with the Revenant, you can use your Death Totem, you can Bloodhound ult in, scan where the enemies are at, and just go rush in, and once you're dead, you still have your ult, which is extremely good. So you can just go still rush in because they're kind of like low, or if you knock someone, you can go get those free kills. Also, another great legend that is good with Bloodhound is Octane, because now since you have the 30% speed increase in her ultimate, you can run around, and with Octane, since you can stim too, you guys can be like almost the exact same speed. You guys can go track him down, get those free kills. We all know that Bloodhound is a very aggressive character, but did you know that she can actually be campy? Let me explain. So Bloodhound's tactical, you can scan an area, so let's say if you're a Watson or Caustic unit set up and it's like late to end game, and let's say it's ranked and trying to get RP, you can scan a building and see, like, let's say hostiles and see if there's any camping characters in there, and if it's not secure and it's in a circle, just go set it up in there and get ready for the fight, start poking at people. Also, let's say if there's tracks nearby and let's say you don't want to get into a fight, you can go away from the tracks, like scan in front of you, directly behind you, see if there's any hostiles behind you, just fall back if you need to. Also, let's say if you guys can't afford the fight and there's hostiles coming after you after, let's say, a third party, Bloodhound's ultimate gets you out of there because you have 30% speed increase. Also, if let's say you don't want to bump to another squad, Bloodhound's ultimate, you can see highlighted enemies. So this is super good because you can just go in front of you, and if you bump to another squad, you can avoid that since they're highlighted. And since, also another great thing is that nullifying effects, unless you're getting shot at, or arc stars, or thermite grenades, it'll be less effective against you. Since you have your ultimate, it decreases by, I think, 20%, so you're going to be kind of really fast all the time. And this is why Bloodhound is very viable, ranked in my opinion, because you can be a campy playstyle or aggressive playstyle. We're going to talk about the aggressive Bloodhound. This is usually me if I'm not in ranked, I'm trying to have fun in pubs. So the aggressive Bloodhound is always just going to try to rush, like me, and aggressive Bloodhound always pairs with like Octanes and Banglers, because you're always going to be rushing in, you're not going to start running, and let's say like someone's running away from you, you can use your passive to track them down, see if there's any footprints, and let's say someone got third partied, right, and you're trying to like rush them to get them off guard, and the tracks will actually say, let's say wounded or they healed, let's say it was like 5 seconds ago, and you're trying to track them, just scan them, catch them off guard, get those free kills. And now since you have Bloodhound's all 30% speed increase and the highlighted enemies, you can pair with like an Octane, and since he's fast too, you can just go straight into the fight and don't back out. Also, you can use your scan, so let's say like, okay, they ran away and you don't know where their tracks are at, just scan, and let's say if they're like let's say in their building, go rush that. Also, you can use your scan, let's say you're 3 people, you're all aggressive, like Bangler, Octane, and Bloodhound, like literally the best group you can have, and you scan like 2 enemies like really close, just go rush that. And since there are 2 people and it's a 2v3, why not just rush it? I'm going to talk about some great teams that can pair up Bloodhounds, like some great legends that are super good with Bloodhound. For starters, Bangler, literally one of the best teammates you can have in Curve. You know why? Because let's say if like you're trying to fight a squad and you have your ult ready, ultimate, and then you can use Bangler's smoke, and since enemies can't see through unless they have a digi threat, you can actually see through the smoke because they're highlighted in red. This is super good because if you catch them off guard, let's say if like trying to hide in the corner and heal, the smoke because they think they're safe, you can just run in there and like, sup, and just kill them. Also, good legend you can pair with Octane, because if you use your ult and try to rush a squad, both of you are super fast because Octane got the super cool buff where 10% more speed increase. You guys can just rush in, you guys are speedy boys. And this is really good because let's say you just want to like rack up damage, try to get 2k, go Octane Bloodhound if you're in duos, or Octane Bloodhound and Bangalore. Here is a more like, let's say, campy team. So Bloodhound also pairs good with like, let's say, Revenant, Caustic, and Watson, because let's say if you're ranked late to endgame, you have like a Caustic, Revenant, you guys can rush in with your Death Totem, because let's say you scan some enemies and like across the house, you guys don't want to go risk it, just Bloodhound ult, use Caustic Gas, throw it in there, and use your Death Totem, because since you can see enemies through smoke and Caustic Gas, you can just run in there, and since they buff Caustics to make it where teammates don't get slowed, you're going to be super fast in the smoke and they're going to be really slow. I'm going to give is when you scan, let's say if you're 3 people and it's trios, if you scan 2 hostiles, make sure there's not a third hostile, because if you guys go rush in and he catches you off guard with, like, say, a devotion or a mastiff, and he knocks on you guys are kind of dead at that point. So make sure when you scan 2 people, let's say if someone has a long range weapon, make sure to see if it's 3 people, because if it's 2, if you guys think it's 2, rush in, it's 3, you guys are kind of not prepared for that. So make sure it's 3, because that always happens to me. Tip number 2 is make sure you scan or follow footprints and tracks before going to the building. Because this usually happens to me if I don't scan. Like, okay, I'm like, let's say we're getting chased by another squad, I just run into a house carelessly, and there's like some caustic traps, and I get slowed, and the team catches up to me, and that squad's shooting at me, and they just focus fire on me. So make sure you either see footprints or just scan in general to see if there's a clear house nearby, so you can just go in there and be safe. Tip number 3 is do not scan or Bloodhound when trying to flank another squad, because Bloodhound, in my opinion, is the most loud character in the game. Okay, let's say if you're trying to flank a squad, like let's say going around like a mountain, and you Bloodhound ult, they can hear that and like, okay, it's behind us, get ready for that squad, and they're probably gonna set up behind them, and they're gonna get you and the other squad they're fighting. Also, if you scan, like, okay, we got Bloodhound scan, let's get ready. We're gonna like fully heal and just load up and everything instead of looting. So please do not scan or Bloodhound flanking a squad or trying to third party. Guys, is when you're using Bloodhound and you see tracks, make sure to ping it, please, because other teammates can't see the tracks that enemies have laid. So let's say if you see a hostile and footprints were 10 seconds ago, teammates can't see. They're like, okay, only you know about it unless you ping it and you say someone was here 10 seconds ago. So please ping stuff. That's it for my How to Bloodhound video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button because we hit 50 subs. I'm doing a giveaway. Anyway, thanks for the recent support on the videos, guys. Goodbye.